Well, what a difference a year can make. A church in El Dorado flooded last Christmas is back and singing praises of their newly renovated sanctuary. J.W. Meisenheimer has that story.
A year ago on Christmas Eve, the El Dorado First Assembly congregation came into what they thought would be a church service, but walked in on a horrifying scene. The church was completely flooded in what members refer to as the flood of 2022.
In December 24th on Christmas Eve, we were preparing for our Christmas Eve service, and I entered the east side of the driveway and drove around to the west side, and I noticed our parking lot was flooded. And I remembered it did not rain that night, and panic struck me. And the west side parking lot was covered with ice because we had a boiler that malfunctioned. It was a fairly new boiler, and it malfunctioned, causing the water flow to stop, the heating system, and a pipe bursting in the west hallway. And here in the sanctuary, we had about an inch of water that flooded the front part of the sanctuary by the altars. It was a nightmare. So the rebuild, we took the opportunity to change the entire front end of the Building 1 sanctuary. So what we did, we took many of the elements of the old and repurposed them.
This Christmas Eve will mark a year since the flood, and the church has finally reopened its doors after renovations.
Actually, when Pastor Daniel Egger and I was discussing what my thoughts and ideas for the sanctuary would be, I was actually looking around his office and this print just jumped out at me. It was almost a God wink moment. And I looked at Daniel and I said, Pastor Daniel, this is it. This is the inspiration for this color scheme and the whole design for the sanctuary. So it all began with the print hanging in his office.
Reporting in El Dorado for your ArkLaMis News Source, I'm J.W. Meisenheimer.